Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute, but I am back with some more Diddy tea, honey. So let's start out with letting me guys offer you some refreshments, okay? Anyway, child. So rumor has it allegedly that this is the sort of setup that the 17-year-old the then 17-year-old girl that was s trafficked from Detroit to daddy's house studios in New York to see Diddy from none other than his then CEO of Bad Boy Records, Harv Pierre, and said assailant, right? So this is the alcohol setup that the girl was talking about, right? So y'all remember she said she felt dizzy and she couldn't control her. She was out of control of her faculties, and she couldn't remember much the next day after they took her home, right? So anyway, honey, rumor has it that on Twitter they said there was a question on Twitter with this picture, child. With this picture that said, trivia. What does this mean at daddy's house? And they're talking about the studio, right? And so Gene Deal said that allegedly this was the sort of setup that they had when the girls were allegedly drugged or whatever, right? So that they could be SA'd, right? And so um come to find out that Gene Deal said they wasn't spiking the alcohol, they were actually spiking the cranberry juice, right, or the orange juice. So the girls would be looking out to see the drinks. They wouldn't let some of the girls wouldn't let anybody pour them a drink because they assume quite naturally it might be something in it, right? Because everybody know how this go, right? Well, come to find out they weren't spiking the alcohol, they were spiking the orange juice or the cranberry juice. And so that is the way that the girls was being tricked, right? So anyway, child, that's why I showed it. I found it very interesting. I was like, what's spiking the orange juice and the cranberry juice. But anyway, just one of the things, if you guys can remember, when we talked about the 17-year-old complainant that has the then 17-year-old 11th grader complainant that has filed a lawsuit against Diddy, right, for for allegedly SAing and also trafficking her, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So anyway, child, moving right along. So some news came out of a video the other day, right? Now this video is from, I think they said it was from last year, and it was from Dialogue. Of course, y'all know I love Dialogue. If y'all haven't checked out the Dialogue channel, y'all go over there and check out that video, because honey, he got all the tea on all the rappers, right? So he been talking about Diddy for a long time. So this allegedly, this picture right here, this Dialogue, this video was from like a year ago when he posted on his channel, and it says Diddy says his mother is single and that he takes her to the strip club, child. So child, I listened to the video, right? And I mean, it is very in my mind, and not only my mind, but some people are all above a buzz about the video, because the video is kind of untoward when it comes to talking about somebody's mama. In my mind, the first thing they started talking about was this picture, child, where he's kissing her on the lips in the video, and then he goes on in the video and he's talking about how he take his mama to the strip club, and he said his mama is single and ready, right? And then she said, honey, she can put her, I didn't even know what this meant, right? Said that she said, yeah, I'm ready, and I be putting my hands flat on the floor, right? Meaning she is very flexible, right? And so also in the video, they were talking about the fact that Diddy mentioned that him and his mom was getting, those rehydrated IV drips, right? Like when you party too hard and you have to get the little IV to be rehydrated, right? And that is the same thing. Those are the same drips that Cassie was mentioning in her lawsuit, right? When they would have them FOs, for the whole weekend, and they would end up having to get the IVs to rehydrate themselves because they've been too drunk and too high. So, honey, his mama was getting one of them, right? Because I guess they had party hard at the strip club, child. Who knows? And then not only that, at one point in time in the video, she pans down, and y'all know what Cassie said about them white fingernails and them BBCs, right? So, honey, he panned down, and the mama was like, why you doing the camera like that? This is on the video, right? And he was like, oh, I was just trying to show your shoes. And I'm like, why would you show your mama's shoes? But honey, he panned down, and I think that he was showing the fingernails, right? Now, when it comes to this little part right here in the psychology of Diddy, it says a lot, right? And the reason why it says a lot to me, because there is also a rumor going around that allegedly his mom Janice is not his bio mom. They say allegedly they're saying that Diddy's bio mom passed away years ago, and this lady right here named Janice is actually the lady that took care of him after his mom passed. Right now, they seem real comfortable with one another, and they also said allegedly that his mom was a sex worker, right? So I'm thinking, was Janice a sex worker? You know what I mean? So, child, that's just another, you know, rumor has it, right? Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, but it would explain some things, right? Now, this is what this picture right here was even more creepy to me than the one of him, kissing the mom or the caretaker, kissing Janice, right, on the video. This Why is he looking at the camera right like this when he's kissing Janice on the cheek? I'm like, what you mean by that? You know what I mean? That couple with the white fingernails. And I'm thinking, has Janice always worn white fingernails? And if his mama was a sex worker, like, and what if Janice was allegedly a sex worker as well, just like the mom? And what if Diddy seen a lot, in his childhood? Because like I've heard of people. What was that movie? It used to be a show on HBO called Boardwalk, right? And so in one season of the Boardwalk, one of the mob bosses was going with a woman that worked in the cat house, like a brothel, right? And she would have her daughter in the brothel with her, right? And so what if that was the kind of situation with Diddy, right? And that's very traumatizing to a child, you know what I mean? So if Janice is not really his mom, but the caretaker, and even if Janice is his mom, like I said, rumor has it, people have speculated that this lady right here, Janice, and his bio mom is the woman that took care of him after allegedly his mom passed away, and she was an S worker, right? So what if they were all in this, in this type of scenario, and it caused him to be hypersexual? You know what I mean? And who knows what could have allegedly happened to him? Now I'm not saying this is just my theory when it comes to this situation with him and his alleged mom, his alleged caretaker, and what and how he could have grown up, right? Maybe that is what caused one thing that is very traumatizing that happened to him in his childhood that made him be hypersexual, and do all these creepy weird things that he does. But anyway, when it comes to the white fingernails, child, what if he done always seen Janice with white fingernails, right? And maybe that's the reason why he likes white fingernails on his women, especially when it's time to FO, right? So anyway, child, that's just my theory. That's just my theory. But it's very interesting. I just really didn't understand this picture right here. Like, why are you looking like it? I'm like, oh, you look like a whole weirdo. Anyway, child, moving right along. Also, according to, I'm trying to give y'all this tea, child. I'm trying to give y'all this tea. I hope y'all Child, hope y'all appreciate it. Please like and share and subscribe my channel if you ain't, liked and shared or subscribed, because it's some good tea, right? So anyway, according to Rolling Stone magazines, 18 up to 18 at the time, the day that Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy, Brother Love, 18 company, at least 18 companies at that time. Now there could be more companies now, but at least 18 companies, decided to part ways with Diddy. They no longer wanted to do business with him. So Diddy is losing money on a daily basis as a result of Cassie filing the first lawsuit. Not only is he losing money from the lawsuits, rumor has it allegedly that he has been disinvited to the Grammys, right? And I find it very interesting that his friend here, CD, I'm gonna call him CD, right? He sits on the board of the Grammys. So I'm thinking, oh, after all this time and all that stuff, Diddy has allegedly done throughout, a couple of decades. After all of that, why now is CD being shady towards Diddy? Because if CD does in fact sit on the board, why, and he was still cool with Diddy, why would he allow the Grammys to disinvite him? Not only they say not only is he's has Diddy been disinvited allegedly, also his children have been disinvited. And as a matter of fact, Diddy had been set to perform at the Grammys with his son. And if that still, and he had also been, and he has also been nominated. So there will be, the performance will be scrubbed. The nomination still would stand, but he wouldn't be able to accept the nomination because he's been disinvited, child. Okay, and I'm like, oh my goodness, right? So anyway, child, moving right along. I got some more tea. So I don't know if y'all remember a couple of videos back or not, and people, I'm sure y'all heard this, but people are speculating that when it comes to Diddy and Kim Porter, we know that he had met his first baby mama, Misa, Kim Porter, right here, and and Cassie all in the same year, right? All in the early 90s, right? Well, when it comes to Kim Porter, people have always speculated allegedly, and Gene Deal or either Mark Curry, Diddy's ex-security guards, they said that they believe that allegedly Diddy had bugged not only Kim's phone but also her house, right? Well, come to find out, y'all, they done went and found out, because the internet is king when it comes to investigations, right? Come to find out that allegedly, Diddy's latest baby mama, Dana Tran, he just had a baby by her not too long ago. I believe it was a little girl, right? So she is a cybersecurity specialist, and she is the one that allegedly bugged Kim Porter's house. And allegedly he met her when he went to the security firm to hire somebody to tap and bug Kim Porter's house and phone. So now she has a baby by him. She is the latest baby mama, y'all. But he met her when he hired her to bug Kim Porter's home. I'm like, oh my God. So really, if she was hired to bug the home, what all did she hear? What all does she know? Like, is she participating in the FOs? She got a whole baby bomb. She's the latest baby mama. Honey, the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper, right? And so, honey, that's what's going on with the Kim Porter situation, right? I got a little bit more tea. Got a little bit more tea. Hold on. So, moving right along. So Mr. Suge Knight has been talking, honey. We know that Suge Knight has, he's serving a 20 plus year prison sentence for running over a individual. I think it was a man because of a fight or some words or something. We all know Suge Knight. In my opinion, Suge Knight is bat is crazy, right? So anyway, Suge Knight, he has a he has a podcast that he does from prison, right? So Suge, knowing all of this stuff that's going on with Diddy now, Suge and Diddy have had a back and forth. They had a back and forth since before Tupac passed away, right? And they said it was tied to the East Coast, West Coast, gang wars that were going on back then. And they say that it's why Tupac was assassinated, because of that gang war, as well as Biggie. I don't believe it. In my opinion, it was because of Diddy off both of them. But anyway, this is my opinion, and let me say it, right. So Suge Knight decides, because Diddy is going through it right now, he would be real petty, right? So what Suge went and done from prison is he done posted this picture on the internet, right? So this picture is a picture of the legs of the female right here. I believe is Misa Hilton. Misa Hilton is Diddy's first baby mama, right? And this little boy right here, this is Diddy's son, Justin. So rumor has it allegedly that P. Diddy didn't want to pay child support for Justin. So because he didn't want to pay child support for Justin, Misa moved out to California to try to find work. Well, rumor has it that allegedly her and Suge Knight hooked up, right? And so he was taking care of Misa and Justin for a while when she was in California because I think that he knew that that was going to piss Diddy off. I really don't know if he cared about Misa at all, but Misa was like, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? So, honey, he was taking care of Justin for a while because Diddy didn't want to pay child support. Because, oh, and Gene Deal says the reason why Diddy didn't want to pay child support is because he didn't believe that Justin Combs, this is a picture of Misa and Justin, right? Now, on the side note, Diddy started allegedly, rumor has it that allegedly Diddy started dating Misa Hilton when she was in high school. I believe they said she was like 15 or 16 years old when he met and started dating Misa Hilton, allegedly, right? And so Justin here, he's now an adult, of course we know. But Diddy didn't want to claim him as his son. And Gene Deal, one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards, said that the reason why he didn't claim Justin, number one, is he didn't look like him. And I'm thinking he could have took out his mama side of the family because he looked just like his mama. Like, what you mean, right? So anyway, but they say the real reason why is allegedly that rumors were going around that Justin is actually the child of one of the bodyguards assigned to her by Diddy. Now, this is what Gene Deal said, and so y'all know this is all allegedly. But allegedly, that's the reason why Diddy wasn't wanting to take care of Justin because people were going around saying that it was the bodyguard's baby child, right? And so, but like I said, Suge Knight, he wanted to be real petty. So when he found out she was in LA, she was looking for work, she got to take care of her baby. He was like, he hooked up with her, and he was, he was daddy. He was stepdaddy for a while. Okay. And so, child, it's just so much going on. But child, let me get out of here. That's all I got right now. But this story keeps getting deeper and deeper. We all know this. It's starting to sound like an episode of the R. Kelly Chronicles, okay, in the closet. Y'all remember that? Ooh, child. That's what it's starting to sound like. It did after a while, Diddy just gonna be looking like R. Kelly interviewing with Gayle King. I'm fighting for my life, allegedly. Okay, and also the last little piece of tea that I got before I get out of here, right? Is some people have said that they have gotten word that allegedly there is going to be a male filing a SA lawsuit against Diddy in California, along with the four lawsuits that are going on right now, as well as the ones that we probably don't know about yet, because I think that Wigdor is playing chess, not checkers, with Diddy, and he trying to break him down a little bit at a time. But anyway, they saying that Diddy allegedly SA'd a young man that was attending Howard University back in the day. And at that time, the young man, I think they said he was 19 years old, I believe. And they're saying allegedly that he plans to, or he has already filed a lawsuit against Diddy when it comes to the Adult Survivors Act, which is still very active in California until 2026. So allegedly, that's supposed to have happened. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. You know what I mean? And also, before I leave y'all, when it comes to the lawsuit with the 17-year-old that was filed, right? The girl that said she was 17 and she was trafficked as well as R worded, by not only Diddy, but his then CEO Harv Pierre and also a third assailant, right? They supposed to have gang order, right? My thing is, why won't they name the third assailant? Who is the third assailant? That's what I want to know. Who the third assailant is, and why won't they, like tell his name? Like I'm confused. Like why is his name not on the paperwork? Why is his name on the paperwork the third of Satan? Like is he some high powered guy or something like that? People have been speculating that he is a myriad of people, right? So, but eventually, if Diddy chooses to take this to trial, the 17-year-old, the 17-year, the then 17-year-old girl her complaint because she 30 something now, right? But if he chooses to take this to child trial, cause he has not, as far as I know, unless he settled before I came online, he has yet to settle with the then 17-year-old girl. And you know she has pictures of the Daddy House studio where she was, flown to, when the situation occurred and whatnot. She has those photos, and I'm sure she has to have other evidence, or else I don't think that Wigdor would have taken her case if she didn't have rock solid proof. You know what I mean? And that says a lot, in my opinion. So we are going to have to wait and see, honey, because I mean, if that mail comes out, it's not only it's gonna go from Me Too to Me Too and He Too at the same dang on time, right? And I'm thinking he ain't R. Kelly 2.0, honey. He acting like you R. Kelly 3.0, all in the studio doing all this stuff. Y'all remember R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly, honey, when all that stuff was going on at the studio in Chicago, all this and all that whatnot. Y'all remember, the situation with Aaliyah. Ooh, child, it's just too much. But anyway, I gotta go. That's all the tea I got right now. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, share the video if you don't mind. And if you choose to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will be notified, honey, when I decide to make a little video dropping some more tea. And so anyway, y'all have a nice day. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye. Peace.